The next ratio in line is total asset turnover. Once more, from the name of the ratio, total asset turnover, we know that the denominator must be the total asset, specifically the average total assets. How about the numerator? Well, actually, the assets of an entity are utilized to generate revenue or sales. Therefore, the numerator must be the sales. But just like in the ratios we have discussed so far, we should use the net figure or the net sales. So again, let me remind you of the relationship between an entity's assets and its sales. Assets are used to produce revenue or generate sales. No wonder the total asset turnover indicates how efficiently an entity uses its assets to generate sales. That's why this ratio is perhaps of greatest interest to an entity's management. It reveals the financial efficiency of the business operations. From the word turnover, like the receivables turnover, inventory turnover, and trade payables turnover, this ratio is also an activity ratio. Unlike the other three turnover ratios I just mentioned, however, the total asset turnover cannot be considered anymore as a liquidity ratio. What do you think is the reason why this total asset turnover can no longer be considered as a liquidity ratio? Unlike the inventory turnover ratio, the receivables turnover ratio, and the trade payables turnover ratio. What is the reason? Because as mentioned in part 2 of this video series on financial statements analysis, liquidity ratios are of interest to short-term creditors. In other words, liquidity ratios measure the ability of a company to pay its current or short-term obligations. Current or short-term liabilities are generally paid out of an entity's current or short-term assets. In short, the term liquidity involves only current liabilities and current assets. Liquidity excludes non-current liabilities and non-current assets. And because total assets include not only current assets but also non-current assets, then total asset turnover cannot be considered as a liquidity ratio. Let me just point out that in some textbooks, receivables turnover, inventory turnover, and trade payables turnover are clearly classified as activity ratios, but not directly identified among the liquidity ratios. However, since each of those ratios involves either current asset or current liability, receivables and inventories being both current assets, while trade payable is a current liability, all those three also fall under the category of liquidity ratios. Undoubtedly, total asset turnover is only an activity ratio, but not a liquidity ratio, because total assets include not only current assets but also non-current assets. Using this formula now, let's pick up the appropriate figures from the financial statements of Elizabeth Tailoring. The net sales during 2022 totaled 12,120,000. The beginning balance of total assets amounted to 18,300,000, while the ending balance totaled 19,581,600. Therefore, the total asset turnover is 0.64 times. The entity turned over its assets 0.64 times in 2022. Generally, the higher the total asset turnover, the more efficiently the entity's assets have been used.